Everybody wanted to hear. So I got a request to do a little tutorial on these paper bag cards that I make from Wendy. She left me a nice sweet comment. So here you go, Wendy. I use the celebrated bags from Michaels. These guys here. I thought that you could get them in a package, but you can't this size. So I get them individually. They have different colors too, just what you prefer. So my measurements, when I fold the paper bag in half, I'll start with the first measurement. I like to leave about 1/8 of an inch around, because, well, it's just my preference, and then I like to use the distress ink. So I use my distresser and I distress all my pages. And my first page here, the measurements are, I use cream cardstock, then I used my designer paper. So my cardstock is at 5.5 by 5 1/4, and then I use,
well, the cream was this one.
oh, I'm sorry, the cream is 5 5/8 by 5 3/8, and then my designer paper is 5.5 by 5 1/4. And I just use, the glue of your choice, whatever works for you. I happen to use this best glue ever. I like it. It doesn't dry, so it's forgiving. It takes me a while to position things, and then I can just use my eraser and erase the glue. So the inside is turned into a pocket, and whenever I do a pocket, I like to use score tape to adhere it, because it's going to it's going to take a little bit of punishing, because I put tags in it. So I like to use score tape, and the measurement for this would be 5 5/8 and 3 3/8 by 5.5 and 2 5/8. So I mat that as well and distress as I did prior, and then I just like to put, hold that again please, I like to put cardstock under my flap, just because it looks nicer, and you don't just see the white paper bag. So I have this layer down with score tape as well, and then I would add some of the wet glue as well. And then what I like to do is take another piece of designer paper, because I like to extend the pocket, because if you don't extend the pocket, you only have a limited amount of space for a tag, and I like to kind of use bigger tags, because what I like this card for is obviously to decorate, embellish the front, and then I like to use the insides for photos. It just makes a more interactive, birthday card, Christmas card, however you want to decorate it for whatever occasion that you need. It takes a little while to assemble, but it's just more cutting and distressing that takes the amount of time. Otherwise, you're good to go. The measurements for this obviously is going to be the same as the front. The measurement for this piece of card here is 5 5/8 and 3 1/2. So if you want to extend the pocket, that's up to you. If you want to add larger tags, and it still gives you enough space this way to add a little piece of twine or string, however you like to, you know, embellish your tags for pulls, whatnot. So you get a nice big photo mat here, and then inside the paper bag you have space for more photos, journaling. You know, us ladies like to add birthday tags, birthday cards if they fit, receipts for Christmas. Just keep our memorabilia. It's just more interactive. You have a lot of space, and I think it's kind of cool. What I like to do as well is glue, or I use the score tape to adhere only half. So at the fold is where you would stop the score tape, and I like to do that. It just looks more finished, as you can see here. It looks more finished, and the stuff that you put in the pocket doesn't tend to slide all the way down. So I like to leave the full gusset on the one side. I don't tape the gusset at all. That just gives more space, you know, full range for the bag. Other than that, it's pretty straightforward. So this would get glued down, or your score tape, and then I would add, you know, another piece of score tape here, and then you would glue this here, and I would put another piece along here and leave that completely open, and then just adhere your score tape on the lower gusset, and that is about all it takes. Just a little time, patience, and you'll have a really fantastic card when you're done. And the recipient, you know, probably has never received a card of this fashion, so trust me, they'll love you for it. I've done it a couple times and it's been a hit. So if you have any questions, go ahead and leave it below in the comments, and I will happily get back with you. Thanks, guys.